WayneEBaker, all you have to do is ask, how to master the most important skill for success. Unlock the power of asking for help with All You Have to Do Is Ask, by WayneEBaker, a book that emphasizes the importance of reaching out to others for support and collaboration. The book explores how this essential skill can dramatically improve our personal and professional lives by tapping into the collective knowledge and resources of those around us. Discover stories of people who have succeeded thanks to asking for help, learn about the science behind the power of asking, and uncover the key stepping stones for fostering a culture that encourages requests for support. Dive into this engaging summary and unlock the doors to success simply by asking.
Embrace the power of asking. Christina, a newborn in Romania, developed craniosynostosis, a condition where the skull bones fuse prematurely, causing a misshapen head and distorted face. Finding a specialist for surgery in Romania was challenging. However, her Aunt Felicia participated in a reciprocity ring, a guided group activity that leverages the collective knowledge, wisdom, and resources of a network. Felicia asked for an experienced pediatric cranial surgeon, and another attendee, a pediatrician, introduced Felicia to a specialist. This fortunate connection led to a successful surgery for Christina. The central idea is that asking for help is the bridge between us and success. People won't know what we need or how they can assist us without asking. Christina's story demonstrates that you never know what people know or whom they know until you inquire. Another example features a senior engineer at a major auto company who faced a complex technical problem. After struggling with the issue, he reached out to his network for an expert's assistance. Surprisingly, the response came from a 22-year-old administrative assistant whose father possessed the required knowledge and had recently retired with lots of free time. This unexpected connection was only possible because of the simple act of asking for help. Research supports the importance of asking for help, indicating that up to 90% of assistance provided in the workplace comes after requests. Therefore, anytime stress starts to mount at work, don't hesitate to reach out to a colleague and experience the power of asking for help. By cultivating a network and actively seeking assistance when necessary, we can unlock opportunities to overcome challenges and achieve success. Unexpected help awaits. Don't hesitate to seek help from strangers and distant acquaintances, as people are usually more willing to help than you'd expect. Expanding your circle allows access to new resources, information, and solutions. Even reaching out to old friends can provide unexpected assistance, as their knowledge and social networks may have evolved. Imagine needing to make an urgent call with a dead phone battery. Would you dare to borrow a stranger's phone? Surprisingly, a study conducted by Columbia University found that many New Yorkers were happy to lend their phones, averaging only 2 attempts to secure a borrowed device. This evidence shows that people often undervalue others' willingness to help. A global Gallup survey supports this finding, revealing that 73% of Americans had assisted a stranger in the past month. In fact, over half of the 140 countries surveyed reported a majority of their populations doing the same, with approximately 2.2 billion people worldwide helping strangers monthly. Despite these numbers, individuals may struggle to ask for help outside their immediate social circles. Neglecting such requests can be detrimental, as acquaintances can connect us to different social groups and valuable resources. This opens doors to fresh information and innovative solutions that may remain undiscovered within our closest networks. Similarly, reconnecting with old friends can provide help where we least expect it. You may worry about being perceived as opportunistic, but most people actually enjoy hearing from an old friend and are eager to offer assistance. As your lives have diverged, your knowledge and social networks likely differ significantly from when you last interacted, providing unique and diverse solutions to challenges you face. While individual hesitations can hold us back from asking for help, it's essential to recognize and work around organizational systems and procedures that stand in our way. By overcoming these barriers, we unleash the potential for untapped resources merely waiting for us to reach out. Psychological safety matters. When applying for a job, considering a company's culture is essential, with psychological safety topping the list of important factors. When employees feel psychologically safe, they are more likely to ask questions, admit mistakes, and raise concerns, driving innovation and growth. In contrast, companies that hire the wrong people, focus on individual achievements, or are plagued by rapid growth or globalization, may have cultures that discourage asking for or giving help. Recognizing these challenges allows organizations to work toward fostering collaboration and improving psychological safety. Power of giving and asking. True happiness comes from a balance between giving and receiving. There are 4 common styles: overly generous givers, selfish takers, lone wolves, and giver-requesters. The latter is the most effective and well-regarded. Embracing a culture of helping and learning to ask for assistance benefits both individuals and organizations alike, fostering strong connections and promoting success. In our lives, we've often heard that there's greater joy in giving than receiving, but that doesn't mean receiving is a bad thing. Giving and receiving are connected actions that form the basis of a successful, balanced relationship. The key here is understanding that asking for help is just as crucial as offering it. The concept of giving and asking goes beyond simply assisting those who have helped you previously. It's about extending aid to anyone without expecting immediate returns. This selfless approach can often lead to profound, long-lasting benefits. A great example of this principle is the design firm IDEO, which fosters a culture of helping among its employees. This supportive environment encourages team members to share knowledge and request assistance when needed without any stigma attached. There are 4 common styles of giving and asking. Overly generous givers tend to focus on others so much that they often neglect their own needs, leading to generosity burnout. Selfish takers, on the other hand, are predominantly self-absorbed and rarely reciprocate help. Although they may sometimes appear generous publicly, this is generally out of concern for their reputations. Lone wolves place high value on self-reliance, rarely seeking or offering help. This stance often leaves them isolated and disconnected from valuable networks. The ideal style is that of the giver-requester, who not only helps others but also knows when to ask for assistance. A study of employees in a telecoms firm found that those who embodied giver-requester traits were the most productive and highly regarded. To maximize our success and happiness in personal and professional settings, it's vital that we learn to adopt a balanced approach to giving and asking, both offering and seeking help openly and honestly. In doing so, we can build a supportive network that fosters growth and accomplishment. Master the art of asking. Becoming successful is often a matter of honing your ability to ask for what you need. To do this effectively, follow 3 crucial steps that revolve around understanding your goal, devising a smart request, and knowing whom to approach. Although rejection may be part of the journey, it is no reflection on your worth. One effective strategy to reach your goals is learning to ask confidently. Learning to ask for what you need is a vital skill for achieving your goals. To master the skill of asking, follow these 3 essential steps. First and foremost, you must clarify your goals. If you're struggling with identifying those, try jotting down what you're working towards and why it's essential to you. Having a clear understanding of your objectives will inform your requests. Next, craft your request using the SMART criteria, an acronym that stands for specific, meaningful, action-oriented, realistic, and time-bound. Make sure your request is specific by stating exactly what you need and why. Explaining the purpose behind your request makes it more meaningful and impactful, reminding the one you approach that the reason might rest on the organization's goals and priorities. Clearly outline the actions required to fulfill your request, ensuring it is realistic, even if it appears unlikely. Lastly, a well-defined timeline adds a time-bound element to your request, maximizing effectiveness. After establishing your SMART request, identify the appropriate person to help you. It's not only about who knows what, but also who knows whom. Turn to your network and ask the people you trust if they can connect you with others possessing the knowledge or resources you seek. With a SMART request handy and the right person in mind, find the most effective way to approach them. Studies indicate that face-to-face requests are 34 times more potent than email messages. However, it's crucial to adapt your communication method to your target audience's preferences. Additionally, consider their schedule and pick an appropriate time when they can properly consider your request. Rejection is a possibility, but it's crucial not to get disheartened. Rejections are simply opinions and not personal judgments. As a prime example, J.K. Rowling's first Harry Potter book faced 12 rejections from publishers before ultimately becoming a global sensation. By mastering the art of asking, you propel yourself closer to your goals and embrace the opportunities that arise. Building a culture where it is acceptable to ask for help benefits both individuals and organizations. Building supportive work environments. The key to creating a thriving workplace lies in fostering an environment where employees feel comfortable asking for help and discussing errors. Leaders should set an example by being open to assistance when needed, as demonstrated by Dr. Salvador Solort Pons at the Detroit Institute of Arts. Recruit employees who are both skilled and generous givers to establish a psychologically safe space. Introduce practices like stand-ups and the reciprocity ring to encourage sharing and support among team members, leading to a more productive and cohesive workplace. Organizations thrive when team members feel at ease reaching out for help and discussing their mistakes without fear of retribution or judgment. For this to happen, leaders must lead by example, as seen with Dr. Salvador Solort Pons at the Detroit Institute of Arts, whose openness to seeking help set a precedent for his team. To cultivate a support-focused workplace, start by hiring employees with not only the right skills and abilities but also an inclination for requesting assistance and generously offering help. Building a psychologically safe environment empowers team members to admit mistakes and ask for help without hesitation. Give new teams time to forge connections before undertaking projects. Implementing techniques such as stand-up meetings and the reciprocity ring promote a culture of assistance and reciprocity. In stand-up meetings, like those at software firm Atlassian, team members briefly share their work progress and any obstacles they face. At Menlo Innovations, employees also disclose the help they need, normalizing requests for support. The reciprocity ring is another powerful method that encourages individuals to harness their network's potential. In a group of 20 to 24 participants, each person makes a request, while others consider how they can be of assistance. This exercise has produced remarkable outcomes, such as assisting an adopted individual in discovering his biological parent's identity. In conclusion, by fostering supportive work environments that encourage sharing and collaboration, organizations can unlock their team's full potential and reap the benefits of greater productivity and cohesion. Bridging corporate divides. Large organizations often face structural divides that cause inefficiencies and waste of resources. By encouraging communication, continuing education programs, and adopting flexible budgeting, companies can foster cooperation, improve working relationships, and tap into a wider pool of resources and talents. In many large organizations, you might detect that certain teams or departments seem to operate in isolation, sometimes even duplicating projects unknowingly. This separation leads to wasted time and valuable resources. To counteract this, companies must find ways to bridge the divides. A simple yet effective way to enhance communication is to encourage your workforce to strengthen personal connections. For example, executives at Kent Power resurrected broken relationships with their superintendents through a series of one-on-one phone calls, unrelated to work, over 3 months. This activity helped both parties rebuild trust and ultimately improve their working relationship. Continuing education programs offer another solution. Customized and exclusive to employees of a particular company, these programs enable workers from diverse departments, offices, or countries to collaborate, socialize, and better understand each other. For instance, Robert, a national sales manager, attended an executive education program that allowed him to quickly resolve an interdepartmental issue due to an established relationship forged at the program. Flexible budgeting also plays a crucial role in bridging divides. This approach entails sharing a portion of a department's budget with another team or project. Remarkable outcomes can be achieved, as exemplified by Hope Lab, a Californian social innovation lab. Hope Lab's flexible budgeting facilitated the collection of $100,000 needed for a strategic communications initiative by having departments contribute to the fund. This exhibit of teamwork even inspired a project manager to make a significant financial sacrifice for the company's benefit. In conclusion, strengthening the bonds and fostering cooperation between separate departments within an organization can be achieved through a variety of strategies. Encouraging open communication, offering continuing education programs, and employing flexible budgeting can all contribute to reducing structural divides. These measures will enable organizations to make better use of resources, talents, and nurture a more united workforce. Unleashing collaboration power. Embrace and celebrate the act of asking for help in your organization. Recognition and rewards are paramount for motivating and engaging employees. By valuing their curiosity and communication, you can unlock tremendous collaboration and productivity. Like Levine Greenberg Roston Literary Agency, don't just rely on written guidelines or company culture, actively acknowledge those who seek assistance. Consider modifying existing recognition programs, such as Algentis High Five Initiative, to further encourage requesting help. When employees understand that asking is commendable, they'll overcome their apprehensions and collaborate more effectively. Imagine working in a company where seeking help is not only encouraged but celebrated. While 20% of full-time employees in the United States never receive praise for their efforts, the power of recognition can significantly elevate motivation, engagement, and productivity. To create a thriving culture of collaboration, leaders must consistently recognize, appreciate, and reward team members who request help, just as they honor those who provide assistance. Ensuring that recognition is genuine, personalized, and frequent is crucial for its effectiveness. However, relying solely on a company's ingrained values may not be enough to encourage every individual. The Levine Greenberg Roston Literary Agency learned this lesson when their team manager's assistant, Christila, hesitated to ask for help due to shyness. It was only when the agency's principal, Jim Levine, began publicly acknowledging those who sought assistance during team meetings that Christila felt comfortable requesting an expanded role in the company. To strengthen and emphasize a culture of collaboration, consider adapting your company's existing recognition program. Take a cue from the HR outsourcing firm Algentis and their High Five program, which enables employees to award their coworkers a $25 Amazon gift card for exceptional support. Incorporating a similar incentive for those who ask for help can greatly enhance teamwork and results. By making it clear that seeking assistance is not only acceptable but praiseworthy, your organization can break down barriers, empower individuals, and unveil previously untapped collaborative potential.
In conclusion, WayneEBaker's All You Have to Do is Ask is an invaluable guide to understanding the power of asking for help and how it can lead to personal and professional success. This book emphasizes the significance of cultivating an environment in which reaching out to others is encouraged and celebrated. It covers the essential steps involved in making effective requests and provides key strategies for creating supportive workplace cultures, helping individuals break through their fears of asking. By fostering a culture that values giving and receiving assistance, companies can develop stronger relationships, facilitate cooperation, and unleash their full potential.